Ladies and gentlemen, we consider ourselves a little bit of a loot connoisseur in Escape from Tarkov. Some may call us the greediest looter in all of Tarkov, but I'm telling you right now, we're putting it to arrest what is the best of the best loot and what is the stuff you can leave behind forever. Now, of course, this is going to be an objectively subjective tier list, but here's how it goes. S is just a premium chef's kiss. D tier is like, hey, if it's in the D tier, don't put it in your back pocket. All right, everything else in between, you know, A is like you get it. S is you put it in the gamma. A, you protect it. B, you insta pick up. C, if you got room for it. D, you don't touch it. All right, so let's just start at the top here. Let's go a little propane, and this is based on a couple things: overall inherent value, size and weight, and pageantry. Is it a good looking item or is it not? Okay. So I think propane right now, based on the current value, I'm going to say it's C tier. It's really heavy. It's okay. Filter, I'll go B tier. Filter, you like to see it's green, it pops, it catches the eye a little bit. Vase, A tier. It's not going into your gamma, but you're thinking about it. You know, it's got some pageantry to it. Screws, C tier. Arachnophobia, any of the cloth, you kind of just leave it behind. Just leave it behind. Leave it behind. That's kind of where I'm at. All right, what else we got? Book, I put it filter tier. You sell that to Peacekeepy, gives you some Dolores. A V-ball, to me, it's about rarity, right? You don't see these around anymore, so if you were to see it, someone went into a raid with it, you'd probably take it. Maybe you'd put it in S tier. Nails, that's a B tier. It's a good looking item, you know, it's a good looking item. T, like, I always get excited when I see it, but then I'm like, it really doesn't do much, but it's a good looking item. So I think you always loot it, but maybe you don't take it home for supper, you know, take it home for supper. Lion, to me, it borders. This is a tough one. It's pretty good. It's gold, even though it says bronze. It's a tough call here. It's really tough because you're talking about, you know what? Today we found it and we cleared out our gamma. That's S tier. That's S tier. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? Okay, let's go. Zippo. Look, you get a nade for it. That's C tier. You put that there. OFZ, I saw Deadly Slob get earlier today. He got excited about it. I think you probably take that. I feel like that's a 2x1. That's really good. Battery, it's heavy. You get excited about it. That's B tier. You don't sell the farm to make room for that crop, but you're okay. Deadly Slob beard oil, that's a no-brainer. It's tiny, it's small, but it tastes like vintage maple. You put that all day. That's you make room for it. Fuel, blue case. No matter the desire, no matter the value, you get the fuel for bitcoins, and then you can turn that into case. To me, that's. But I don't make. Would you make room in your gamma for it? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Okay. Let's go do some easy ones. Wrench, garbage tier. Xeno, garbage tier. Cigarettes, garbage tier. Let's get a bunch of garbage tiers. Resin should be deleted. Oh, that's toothpaste. Where's the resin? Chlorine, garbage tier. Look, we're not offending anyone with this. Cigarettes, garbage tier. Let's just get a lot of the garbage out of the way. This may surprise some people. Horse, I'm putting at garbage tier. Horse is garbage tier. Paper, people just told me that it's worth 50. It's in Dunder Mifflin office. I like it. I'm okay with paper being looting it. I'm okay. It's saved itself from garbage tier. Fleece, garbage tier. Cricket, garbage tier. Capitulators, garbage tier. Broken LCD, garbage tier. I think we're setting the tone right there early. Okay, now there's gonna be a couple that are gonna be really interesting. All right, so motor, I feel like motor is very divisive. I'd say the average person puts it at C. That's a B. We get excited when we see motor, man. Motor, just it gets the blood pumping a little bit. Hose, I put at C tier. Mixtape, garbage tier. I'm gonna hit you with this coffee, garbage tier. You loot it, but you're not really happy about it. Dog tag, I put that A tier. Cordura, garbage tier. Any type of pliers, just garbage. Like, if you see us picking that up, we have some issues. However, metal scissors, that's a solid B tier. Solid B tier. All right. So just as this is based on how much we like the item, not based on overall value, because look, go look up the wiki. DVD, garbage tier. Duct tape, garbage tier. D battery, garbage tier. We're starting to see a pattern here. A lot of garbage tier items in Tarkov. Doesn't mean you don't get excited about it. Just a lot of garbage tier. Matches is garbage tier, even though they're worth 15. I'm just telling you, see that you don't get excited. Hand drill, one of the biggest debates in all of Tarkov loot right there. It's got the purple background. It's huge, but it's a hugely piece of garbage. All right, now we spent enough time on garbage. Let's talk about some of the good stuff. Some of the good stuff. So we'll put all these in the same category. Now, chainlet. I would say based on looks, it's an A tier, but it's probably the first item in the garbage can you would take out for sure. Hard drive, garbage tier. I mean, we should just clear out the garbage now. Cord, pliers, because really, fuse, garbage. WD-40, garbage. Weapon parts. I mean, we're here for like the exciting stuff. Cigarettes, garbage. Manual is one of the biggest debates in the game. Worth nothing, but looks good. So I'd put that second tier garbage. Second tier garbage. Okay. Bleach, garbage. Paid, garbage. Repellent, garbage. Plug, just outside of garbage tier. Okay. Now we're starting to get toothpaste, garbage tier. TP, garbage tier. We're just getting it out, right? We keep silicon in this house. Meds we keep because you can make good stuff with it. Plex we keep. C tier. All right. Now it gets a little interesting. Now the tones change a little. We got rid of most of the garbage. Now it gets a little bit interesting. So now we start to delineate. Gunpowder, garbage tier. Okay. Red gunpowder, you get excited about. Green gunpowder, get really excited about. That's one step away from Instapog right there. Instapog. Let's take RAM. RAM, I think most people put at C tier. I like, man, never underestimate some good RAM.
Bruh.
Okay. Now we're starting to get to some of the best items. Soap, sodium, cleaner, garbage. Okay. Ripstop, garbage. Now this is where it really gets going here. Okay. We've got nothing but pretty much great items left. That's fair to say. Some of these are going to be tough. Let's start with relay, for example. Relay, I think you put it in your backpack, but you don't write home about it for sure. Okay. Next, green battery is probably the third to be thrown in the garbage can, but it's okay. Fuel. If you're comparing fuels, you make room for this, you don't make room for that. It's a little too much for your gamma. All right. Now, this is where it starts to get very interesting. UV lamp, garbage tier. Wires, garbage tier. LCD. A fixed LCD gets you a little bit excited. Screws, now that I'm thinking about it, garbage tier. I'm okay with that. Okay. Green bat is worth 20k, but not it's not worth the sauce. All right, now broken G phone, garbage tier. GPX, that's C tier. GPX is you see it, you always loot it. You gotta ask yourself, will you leave a GPX on the ground? The answer to that is never. You always you make room no matter what, you always find a way. CPU fan, I think for the Bitcoin-icity, it's a C tier. You take it, you know you need it, but you don't get overly excited about it. Magnet is one of the first on top of the garbage can. NaCl, you loot that. You feel good about that. I would probably loot that before an LCD. All right. Now CPU, most people say that's C tier. Nah. I put that, I would actually, if we're doing this in order, I get excited when I see a CPU. I would probably make it look like this if we're ordering it. That's the good order. Okay, now a couple more items here. Blood set, I actually loot. I think blood set just looks like it's a good, like, squishy item. It feels good, you know? Good squishy item. Okay. Wreck battery, did you know it trades for an ADAR? That's in the bottom of the garbage pile. Okay. H2O2, sometimes you loot it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes right there. Okay. Now, shampoo garbage tier, screw nuts. You take just because you know it's people need them. That's it. Alkali, Akili as I like to call it. You loot it, and then chat tells you not to take it, but you loot it anyways. Lamp is garbage. Syringe we take. Syringe is good. Just trying to see if there's any other easy ones. Now we're starting to get into the tough stuff. Okay, we're gonna take tank battery. I don't know a single soul here whose eyes would not pop out of their head if they found a tank battery in raid. We've gotten one tank battery in all of Tarkov. One time with Deadly Slob, we pulled it out of reserve. The first time we ever played reserve. That's easy S tier. All right. Speaking of easy S tier, Bitcoin. That's an easy. You see it. That's your eyes are popping out of your head. All right. Easy overweight. Okay, couple more items here. PSU, it's not quite S tier, it's not quite A tier. I think it's B tier, but you're always taking it. Almost. Military cable, I get really excited about military cable. Chat does not, but I get excited about it. That's B tier in my house. PSU is lower than a CPU. I don't know. LNF screwdriver, that's a C tier. Thermometer farm, that's a B tier. It's purple, it's a 2x1, you like it. Teapot, 2x1, purple, you like it. I probably put those like that. Okay. Whatever this is, I always take it because it looks like honeycomb. I'd put that at A tier. That's an insta take. I don't know what it does. It's like Elon Musk's batteries, but I always take it because it looks like honeycomb and we never see it. Put tape and that in the garbage tier for us. Bolts are C tier all day for sure. All right, now it gets a little bit more difficult. Toolkit people hate. I like it. I'm putting it at the front of the C tier. Coffee beans, I get fairly excited, but not overly excited. I'd put that as a C tier loot. All right. Cat, I feel like cats are really rare nowadays. You don't see as many cats. If I see them, am I taking it over teapot and all these items? The answer is yes. I put cats up high. It's a traditional Tarkov item that you, to me, it's classic. A pro kill, that's an easy A tier. Cyclotron, I get excited about it, but because I think it's like a viewfinder, but then they're like, nah, it's just B tier. Diary, that's C tier, but we always take it and sell it to Peacekeeper. Defuel, that's high C tier. Drill, I like taking it, but chat hates when we take it. We'll put it C tier. We always loot it. Fire clean, I think that's a high C, low B item. I'll put it at low B. Veritas pick, I like it. It's gold. I'll put it at the top of the C tier. No, that's B tier. That's B tier. That's gold. Gold makes that a B tier item. Okay, software as a service, that's an easy C. Diary, that's an easy C. Flash drive, I put it a B. I get excited when I see flash drive. All right, what else do we have on here? Circuit board, that's a mid C tier. You loot it, but you're like, any of these things are expendable. All these are expendable. All right. VPX, I've never seen that, so I imagine that's a A tier because we've never seen it. Vertex, never seen it. That's an instant A tier. Red fiber, A tier. We've never seen it. SGC, A tier. We take it. Anything that looks like you can plug stuff into it, we take it. MCB, never got one. That's got to be A tier. Filter, surprisingly B tier. MGT, B tier. Helix, praise Helix spam. That's a C tier item. Gauge, B tier. I put that above those. Okay. Now it's going to start to get a little bit more difficult here. Survival. That's a garbage tier item. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's garbage tier. Iridium. That's big A tier. Nixor. I'm a big fan of it. It's something about the bobble of the lens. You put it at B tier, man. It's good. This is how much we like the items. Bulb. Chat tells me never take it, but it's very bulbous. We always take it. Okay, now it's getting tough. Now it's getting tight. Fire Steel, I think somewhat overrated. I'll put that as a C tier. Like, what is that? Is that like, does it bend pieces of paper for you? Oh, not a big fan of that one. Power bank, that's an insta A tier. That's hard drive space, but in a delineated format. That's good wood. All right. Now it's starting to get really tough. Filter. That's high A tier. Very high A tier. It's bulbous. It's got a nice blue filtration system on it. You love to see it. Defibrillator. That's an easy, high, hot red item. That's an S tier item. That's big time S tier. All right. Let's start with some home runs. Tetrino. You get a Tetrino, you immediately make room for that. That's instant. Goes right in your gamma. Instant gamma. Okay. Keck tape. I'm a big fan of Keck tape. Some people say it's a B item. I say it's A. It allows you to make a lot, and it's Keck W. If you don't get excited for Keck W, maybe you put it in B tier. I do. All right. These are some tough ones coming up. Golden iPhone. I take it. I know some people probably put it C tier. To me, it's a low B tier because it's gold. I like it. SSD. That's easy 220 from Peacekeeper. Something around that. We always take it. That's an exciting item. Ophthalmologist. That's an instant into the gamma. Okay. Now, it's getting a little bit tighter here. GP, it's gold, right? You think it'd be here? No. You think it'd be A tier because it's gold? No. It's high B tier. It's high B tier. I'd probably put it in between CPU and RAM. All right, Poticord. I'm a big Poticord guy. That's A tier all day. Now it's getting a little tight. Cluck is a high A tier. It's made out of wood and gold. If it was just gold, it'd be S tier, but it's high A tier. High A tier. You know what? That's false. I do put GP in the gamma because it goes in the docs case. I'll call myself out on that one. Okay. Okay, Markstrom's Raven. That's S tier because we rarely see it. We always put that in our back pocket. I'd put that above GP for sure. We're biased, but we like the Raven. Just rare, man. All right, intelligence. That's high S tier. Super high S tier. Okay. Badge, not S tier, lower A tier. You don't get overly excited because it's kind of dull, but it's not bad. All right. Skull. That is an instant in the back pocket. It's slightly below the Raven. For sure. For sure. All right. Now we're getting LEDX. LEDX is above Bitcoin for us, for sure. If we're ordering these properly, probably looking like that. Okay. LEDX is good. LEDX is real good. All right. Rooster. That's a high A tier for us. We don't clear out space for it. It's a little bit over underrated. All right, now let's go controversial here. FCon, in our book, it's probably the highest A tier item, but it's only worth 36K, but it's really good. FCon holds a special place in our heart. FCon is high A tier. Graphics, you already know. Graphics card, when you pick one up, you say to yourself, I'm really feeling it. All right, couple more items left, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Rolex. Rolex immediately goes in there. That's my order right there. That's a good order. All right, next up, you have the washing machine. You'd put it in there if it can fit. We probably put it in there before. I think we put it in there, but we haven't. Have we? I don't think we have. Okay, now 3 items left. Only one can be the champion. T-plug. People are like, T-plug's garbage. T-plug's garbage. No. You take the T-plug, you rotate it, and you always put it in your bag. You have to rotate it though. It's for good luck. You take it, only one, you put it in the corner of your bag, you rotate it. It's good luck. It always pays off. And then of course, the single item. If you have keys in your Kappa, you throw them away and you make room for the gold chain. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your tier list. But what about resin? Excuse me. You take, whenever you find this item in game, you select it and hit delete. We're trying to remove that from the Tarkov economy. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Feast your eyes on the Tarkov tier list, include according to how good the items look and the inherent value they have in our hoard. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the rankings and why the gold chain is the best item in the game. Want to catch up on the Dan Gheesling Show because you can't catch it live on Twitch? Then go to youtube.com/Dan Gheesling Plays. There you'll find every single one of our live shows cut up in an easily digestible episode for your viewing pleasure. Episodes are up within a couple days of the show, so you're never too far behind if you want to catch up and watch live. That's youtube.com/Dan Gheesling Plays to watch anything you might have missed on Twitch.